3:15 Central Standard Time. Go check in, which was 4:15. She goes, oh, we told them that production was behind. This morning. So she goes, you need to back out of the gate because we close at 4:30 and then we reopen again at 8:30. So I've been here almost 6 hours. Feels like I'm almost loaded. So hopefully, if I gain back all my hours when I went on sleeper berth, I'll get my 7 hours. I was able to take, close my eyes for a couple hours, and then a little while ago close them again for an hour. But so this is a drop and hook. So at I looked up where I'm going, and they closed down for like an hour. Closed down at 11 and they're open at 12. So by the time I get there, it'll be 2 or 3 in the morning because I gotta stop and get some fuel in there. And I'm just gonna go and drop and hook, and then I'll go to our yard, back into a spot with an empty, and take my 10-hour break. And I'll text them with you know, what time I went down, and that I already did the drop and hook, and it'll show what empty I have. So hopefully I got some decent empties over there. I mean, I'll get a utility which has way better E-track in it. So we won't be getting much road footage tonight. So I'll leave you go. I'll check in one more time when if everything works out right when I'm unloading at the yard. Hey, good morning. Well, I thought I could make it all the way in. Thought closing my eyes for a couple hours would help, but I got went back the same way I went down to get to 80, the toll road, and I got to across Ohio into Indiana. Got about 20-30 miles into Indiana, and it said there was a truck rest area with a whole bunch of spots open, and it was 12:15, and I had been up, I don't know, it's 5 o'clock the morning before, and I just closed my eyes for like a couple hours. I didn't even really get sleep. So oh, let's start this again. Hey, good morning, everybody. Yeah, I made it to just inside Indiana. Shut down. It's not that I would get there any sooner. I just could. I got here about 12:15. Was tired enough and didn't feel like pushing it, so shut down. It's almost time to go. I'll be doing my pre-trip in about 45 minutes, and we'll get out of here, go drop this trailer, pick up an empty, and hopefully by the time I get to where I'm going, he'll have a load for me. Otherwise, I'll have to go over to the yard, park, and wait. And it always seems, it's strange. every time I get loads late in the afternoon, I don't care what fleet manager I've had. Even when I had the one girl for a couple weeks while my fleet manager was on vacation, out of the 2 weeks I had her, 3 loads that she got me after noon or 1, everyone had a problem. 2, I get there, they canceled. They said they updated everybody. This one, he's like, oh yeah, they want you there between 4 and 6. Well, I got there by 4:15, and they tell me they shut down at 4:30, and they don't reopen again till 8:30. Well, then why'd you want me there between 4 and 6? Because you're not loading trucks. They'd still have to wait 2.5 hours to even get into place. And then it took them, I want to say it took them, once it was in the door, probably took them a half hour to 45 minutes before they even started loading. Because I got in the door right at 8:30. So they probably had to have their coffee, get the order, go figure out where it's at. But yeah, it took a good half hour to an hour before they started loading me. And I got out of there at 9:30. I mean, so it didn't take long to load once they found what they were doing. Well, 9:30 my time, 10:30 theirs. So I was in the door for 2 hours. And so it always seems to go that way. Anything I get after 1 o'clock in the afternoon, any load that, like today, more than likely you'll find me some load after 1 or 2, and it'll end up being screwed up. You know, oh yeah, go there and pick it up, it's ready, and it's not ready. It's always how it is. The only time that's not true, we pull those liquor bottles to Kentucky. Almost every time I go there, other than that one time where somehow the paperwork wasn't in there, but they got it resolved pretty quickly, like within a half an hour, and then they load you. Other than that place, every time I get something after 1 or 2, there's always some kind of issue. Hey, good morning. Well, our pre-trip was done, and we're heading over to Shanahan to drop this. I got another load out of there going to Mason City, Iowa. So when I fuel, I'm going to have to load up on additives since it's going to be minus 15 there overnight. Well, we dropped, hooked, checked in, and they're loading me, so hopefully I'll be done in a little bit, which now I won't have to do a split if they get me loaded pretty quickly. It always takes them longer to do the friggin' paperwork here than it does to get loaded. And I can get to the truck stop by 8 or 8:30. I'll fuel on the way, so I don't have to, so I can just back in. And I've got a pickup going into Kentucky for Monday delivery. So, all in all, not bad. If everything works out good, I should do most of that Kentucky one tomorrow. And then finish off Saturday morning, and then find my home for the weekend so I can do my laundry and edit these videos and start uploading. Alright, we'll see you in a little bit once we get rolling.
frozen feet, raindrops falling on the street. I can't recall when I last saw the sun. Summer's just a memory, a faded piece of history. No one can remember all the fun. The late night barbecue, sipping on a genie juice. Cruising down the road, no thought getting old. The girls are hot but the beer is cold. Yeah, that's the way we roll. Bathing in the sun, on the beach having fun. Whoa, these lazy days are never done.
Hey everybody. Well, I made it to truck stop. A lot of reserve spots open. But I did find out there's a big Love's, and there's another truck stop at Off-Brand that has a big parking lot. And when I went by there at 8:30, 9 o'clock, there was still quite a few spots at the Love's, but there's a ton of spots at the one across the street from it. So if you're coming up to Mason City, look on your map, it's about 30 miles. It's probably like 5 or 10 miles before the Lancer Road. So if you use Google Maps and you're following 18 across to 35, look for Lancer Road, and go back east, and you should find a Love's, and then there's another truck stop across the street. They're not listed in Garmin's. They might be listed in Rand McNally, but they weren't listed in Garmin. Wasn't even listed on Love's. Well, I didn't even check Love's. Check Love's website or app. It might show that way. So, like I said, just before Lancer, it didn't say what town, because it kind of just turns off at 18, right in between, on a street that goes in between the two. But yeah, 9:30 at night, or 9 o'clock at night, there was still a few spots at the Love's, and there was a ton, like a whole back row. Plus, if you spun around and backed up against somebody, you could probably put another 20 trucks in there. So there was quite a bit of room in there. Alright, you have a good night. We'll see you in the morning.